We figured it out. We know where we're going now. We got this. You ready, Johnny?
Show me what democracy looks like. Show me what America looks like. Show me what America looks like. Show me what solidarity looks like. Show me what solidarity looks like.
Oh, that son, I'm proud.
One day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream. I have a dream that one day, down in Alabama, with its vicious racism, with its governor having his lips dripping with the words of interposition and nullification. One day right now in Alabama, little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and white girls and sisters and brothers. I have a dream for you.
There's been so many things that's held us down, but now it looks like things are finally coming around. If you've ever been held down before, I know you refuse to be held down anymore. Don't you let nothing know. Choose who I choose who I name.
Thank you. Oh, those are the
with a different race. But in my heart and in my soul, I never questioned or thought about race at no point in my life. I raised my children to treat anyone indifferent than a human being. I have biracial grandchildren and foster children, and I love them. We need change in this area because we have become a diverse community. Most of you probably have black in your family. The world is changing, and our youth is going to change that. We need to change the political and the municipal, the courthouses, the banks, doctor's offices, parole officers, probation, and our judges. All of our public services are not diverse. We need to support the change in our area. We need bilingual employees and to stop all the nepotism here. Also, we need to put together something for our children. We can find some vacant buildings for a free rec center or after-school programs with a safe place they can have fun at, just fun. They need structure and life skills like learning how to balance money, staying in school, learning to get their driver's license preparation, job preparation, and just fun where they can go and feel safe. My Park 1 Academy Street, I have asked to be renovated for years. My Easter egg hunt that I do annually for the past 12 years, and nothing's been done. Today I want to say, we have to be an example to our youth. We have to stop killing each other, black people, before we can stop the cops from killing us. Together, we can make a difference. That means come together. If you want something to change, You have to change. I am old enough to be their mother, cool enough to be their friend, and real enough to be a role model for them. I want to lead the generation to reach high limits. I did run into some trouble growing up as a teen, but I changed my life. I saw the path that I was going into, and I just wanted to change my life for the better so I wouldn't end up dead or in jail. So, anyone that knows me well knows that my whole entire life I played sports. Basketball, football. I was the first female in Wilkes-Barre to play football. Volleyball, track and field, and in each sport, I was a champion of the district and a champion of the state. If it wasn't for sports and my parents pushing me with my academics, I honestly don't know where I would be today. I thank God for my parents, my coaches, my teachers, always pushing me to do my very best. In sports, we are taught that when someone is hurt or injured, we take a knee. When there is a fallen soldier, they are taught in the military to take a knee, which brings me to my subject of Colin Kaepernick. He was never trying to be disrespectful to the NFL or our nation. This man played 6 seasons in the NFL as a political activist. He kneeled during the national anthem at the start of the NFL games in protest of police brutality, racial inequality, and systematic oppression in the United States. This was in 2016 that Kaepernick took his first knee. It is now 2020. The same reason why we are still kneeling today. While some praised him, some stood against him. And this is not on my paper as well, but I just want to say that when Kaepernick took that knee, a lot of people were against him taking that knee, and they wanted him out of the NFL. But it's like it's 6 years later, and I feel like now everybody wants to take a knee. But where were the people all the people that were against him taking a knee are now kneeling, and this is what Kaepernick wanted from the beginning. So I don't understand that. You should have been taking a knee with us. It shouldn't take the next person, the next African American to die for someone to take a knee, or for y'all to come with us. So you take a knee because our country is hurting right now. We are injured as a country. It says in our national anthem, the land of the free and the home of the brave. Well, he wants just that, for us all to be free. And if you ask me, he was super brave for what he did. Do you know that Mike Vick, who is also an NFL player, served more time in jail for killing dogs than all the cops combined that have killed the last 493 unarmed black men in this country? Do you also know that the NFL and the NBA are the most watched sports on television? The Super Bowl itself makes billions for just one day. My point is, how could you be racist when 68% of the league is African American? That means 30% is another race. 75% of the NBA is African American. 25 is another race. So my question today is, to all the football and basketball lovers out there, who is racist? Do you only love these black men because they are athletes who helped your team make it to the Super Bowl or a championship? Journalism Laura Ingram in 2018 said she was not interested in political advice from someone who gets paid $100 million a year to bounce a ball. She said LeBron James is barely intelligent and ungrammatical. She told him to keep his political comments to himself. Just shut up and dribble. LeBron James responded back to her by saying, "It was the best thing she ever did in my life. She helped me create more awareness for us during the best weekend in the NBA." He gets to speak as much as he wants now about social injustice. He said, "We, as in the NBA, will definitely not shut up and dribble. We mean too much to society, too much to the youth, too much to so many kids who feel like they can never make it out." I am here to tell you all the youth, in my generation, in the audience today, we are not stupid, we are not dumb, we are not ugly, we are not ignorant. We are smart, intelligent, beautiful, and strong black people. Black is very beautiful. You are all young kings and queens right now sitting in this audience. Just because you don't look like the next person standing next to you does not mean that you are any different, because we are all human here. It's time we make a change. It's time we stop police brutality. This is not a trend. Black Lives Matter is not a trend. Our lives may not matter to them, but our lives matter to us. Yes, all lives matter. We all know that. But if that's the case, why are women still fighting for equal rights? Dreamers are still fighting to be in our country. And I am still standing here screaming Black Lives Matter. Once again, we are tired. This is never over. If they won't stop killing us, then we should never let up. Just like he wouldn't let off of George Floyd's neck, we need to keep our knees on their necks until this stops. George Floyd was a grown man with children of his own, and he called out for his mother. He called out to his mother, who is no longer here. This is all about demanding change, so this can't happen again. Change will come. It's been a long time coming. I want us as a culture to come together and to do better. It is up to my generation, the new generation, to bring everyone together to make this change. Remember, grandparents, parents, aunts, uncles, it starts at home. In closing, I would like to say, we need to get out to the polls and vote. If you are 18 and older, please vote. I am not just talking about presidential votes either. It starts right here, where we live. We need to do better as a community. We need to support each other, support black businesses, give your brothers and sisters a chance to make it out. The African American race is the only race that doesn't work together to succeed. It's also trying to get one up on another. Hating is not the answer. That's why trust is broken between us. It shouldn't be like that. We are a culture. Our culture is black. Our culture makes things cool. We are the trend. Black Lives Matter. Stop supporting Walmarts, Kmarts, and making the rich richer. When you have Carmen and Companies, you have, I'm not sure the stores. Yeah, you have the Anthracite. You have the two Jamaican stores down here that cook food. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to name all the black businesses, but support each other. Yeah, we have AC Auto Center if you're looking to get your car fixed. I also opened my own business too. It's called ADHD. I train and condition young kids that's coming up in sports. I know that the rap, and this is for the young kids. This is it. I'm going to be done after this. I know that the rappers and the ball players and the athletes wear Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Coach, Jordan, Supreme, Versace, but just know that these designers do not support our culture. We give so much money in supporting these white-owned businesses, but there is a designer in our own neighborhood trying to make it out of the black neighborhood. Black-owned, we are here. We can't stand here angry at the police when there are some good police out there. We gotta stand here angry at ourselves sometimes, because you know why? We kill each other. We take each other away from our mothers, our grandparents, our sisters and brothers. It starts with us, like I said earlier, it starts with us. And we, as a black community, we gotta stop killing each other. Because me growing up in this area, I can honestly say that I lost about 8 friends from gun violence. And a mother is hurting. And we still don't have the justice for my black friends that lost their lives. When every day, probably every hour, there is a black on black crime, we need to stop killing each other. Thank you. My name is Samira Woods, and one more thing. I do stand up here black and beautiful, and I am a part of the gay community. But love is love.
Thank you so much, Samira.